I'm Dr. Hotze here with one of our longtime guests, Susan Hare. Susan came into our center in 2002. She has really a dramatic story to tell. Susan, tell us, what made you decide to come in here? What happened in 2002? What was going on with your health?
I had previously been diagnosed with lupus, and I had been through several years with the top, rheumatologist in Houston. It had just led to 9 different prescriptions and lots of side effects. And my husband,
What kind of side effects were you having?
lots of weight gain.
How much weight?
50 pounds in 3 months.
Probably had you on prednisone, I'm sure.
They did have me on steroids, which was the only relief I got from my joint pain, which is kind of what drove me there. Lots of hair loss, and those were the main big things.
Did you have fatigue too?
Yeah, I mean, I just felt bad overall generally because of, I think, all the medicine and side effects.
And that would have been, you would have been how old when you were diagnosed with that?
She's supposed to be 54 now, so
Back in your 40s?
44, 43, right?
43.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many children do you have?
3.
3, and your last child was born at what age?
35, 36.
It's 36. And so the symptoms that led to the diagnosis of lupus started how long after you had your last child?
She was probably 3 or 4.
Okay.
Actually, before that I had something they think was probably toxic shock syndrome. And it was 6 weeks after that all the joint pain started and everything. And that's when they started, leading me down the path. I had an elevated ANA, and they thought, well, it must be lupus. And
So they put you on all that medication, and did you get better?
well, I felt better only in the joints because of the
Because
prednisone, right?
But you had the weight gain and all that.
Right, and it was just a terrible cycle to be on.
And so, what made you decide to come here? What happened?
A friend of mine had come here and heard about it, and her husband was talking to my husband and mentioned that it might be an option. So we started listening on the radio to your program,
Right.
and he said, I don't think you have lupus. My husband did, and he said, I think you need to go check it out. So we were tight, I wasn't
Right.
working and been staying home with the kids, so he got a credit card with 0% interest, and we just charged the first visit and figured it was an investment, and it's been a great investment.
So how have you done over the last 14 years?
Great. I have people all the time that ask me, why does your skin look so good, or how come you feel so good? And I tell them about Dr. Hotze and bioidentical hormones.
So that's made a big, so all the symptoms of lupus are resolved?
Yeah, within 3 months after coming here, you had me off all of the
Lupus
medicines that I was on. Right.
And did you ever go back and see any of the rheumatologists?
No.
Never did.
Mm-mm.
Well, this is not an uncommon story that we hear. We have guests that come in who have been diagnosed and have symptoms of what would have led to the diagnosis of lupus or even multiple sclerosis. And while we don't primarily treat for lupus or multiple sclerosis, what we have found in our experience is that if you get the hormones balanced and corrected, oftentimes the symptoms completely resolve, which tell us that really the symptoms were brought on by hormone decline and imbalance, the thyroid, and in women, the female sex hormones. Well, you took charge of your own health, and the credit goes to you. We made some recommendations, but you're the one that made the decision to take charge of your health. So congratulations
Thank
to
you.
you, and kudos. I'm proud of you.
Appreciate your help.
Thank you so much.